All right, well, we're out here tonight, still working on installing all the risers. We have 3 out of the 4 risers installed, and got to clean up the top of the this would be the liquid holding tank, so that we can install the riser number 4. So I'll be down in here cleaning that up, and yeah, hopefully we'll get riser number 4 installed probably tomorrow morning. Alright, last thing before the end of the night, gonna out myself. I don't like really leaving those uncovered. And I could put the old one back on, but I wanted to fit up the riser that'll sit there too. So yeah, this gives you an idea of how it'll seat. It just barely covers the hole, and then I'll use butanol around the edge again, and then foam underneath, but this time I'll make sure that there's a weight on it. Probably put that lid, which is plenty heavy, but yeah, so it's looking good. Wait for that to dry. Tomorrow, take this off, clean the bottom, put the butanol ring on, open the lid, foam down inside, and that'll be it. I was thinking that I would need 2 of the top portions, but it seems like that may not actually have been the case. So I may remove one of those sections. Yeah, that's what I'll probably do. As you can see, it's like way higher than these other ones. So yeah, what I'll probably end up doing is just getting rid of that middle one. So yeah. Alright, so I'm cleaning off the bottom of the riser just to make sure that you get a good seal. I'm going to be doing the same thing I did as last time. I'm going to be applying the butanol strip to the outside. And then I'm going to apply additional foam underneath. So that's what we'll do now. All right, so now we're gonna put it in position. All right, my time is running out for today, but Let's get this lid off and get some foam down in there. Remove the old lid that I used to weigh down the riser after I sprayed foam on the inside. And I'll give you guys an idea of how well the foam insulated things. Thing is so heavy. Let's give you guys a close-up in a second here of how the foam expanded. Alright, so you guys can see foam expanded all around, which looks great. Prior to backfilling, this isn't anything I've seen anybody do online, but just because of my background, this is something that we would do after we would seal something. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take water and I'm going to pour it around each one and I'm going to listen. If I hear water making it into this tank, I know that it's not sealed. If I don't, I know that it's sealed. So this one has a slight leak too, even though I did put the weight on this one. Yeah, I can see the water seeping in through little crevices. I thought that one was gonna leak because I did it wrong relative to the procedure I came up with and what I've seen. But I did the procedure and what I've seen correct relative to how other people have done it on this one, and this one still leaks. The one thing I noticed when I removed the lids is that the lids had like this bevel on them, and when I pulled off the different lids, I noticed that each of them had sediment in the crack between the lid and the tank, which means that over time sediment effectively was sealing the little holes and gaps between the concrete lids and the tank. I could do this completely over again and come up with a whole nother way to make it seal perfectly, but for the moment I'm going to utilize what I have here. I tested for leaks. I understand that none of the leaks are gross leaks. I can see the tiny little trickles that are making their way in there, and they're not super deep, so if I do need to dig them back up, I will. I'll check on them through the season, and if I come up and think of a better way to seal them in the future, I'll go back and I'll fix them. But for now, this will allow me to backfill everything in and move on to the next aspect of the property, which is testing the well, making sure that the well functions correctly. So yeah, we'll get all the debris and excess stuff out of here, and then we'll move on to backfilling. So I found a pile of what looks like fill dirt on the property. There's tons of plants growing on it, roots in it, so I'm sure it's been here for decades or so. But while I was digging, I just discovered something interesting inside of it, almost like a little tunnel. Check this out. It's like a little cavern in here. There's like, let me put this down. There's like little pieces of acorns, it looks like. in here. I don't know what this black stuff is, but looks like the tunnel keeps going that way. You can see they're like acorns, so I don't like, is this, do squirrels dig holes like this deep? I don't know. This is a pretty, like, you know, there's a pretty big mound of dirt. But they look pretty old. I don't know. Keep digging it out. Let me know if you guys know what this might be or what type of critter might be down in here. All right, successfully backfilled, and tomorrow morning I'll be back. Move some of these rocks out of the way. Maybe use them as a border to prevent people from driving into these, including myself. Yeah, pretty successful day.